let's be real. What if you could build an income stream that actually works for you, even when you're not? That is the huge promise of affiliate marketing. And in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it works, what it really takes to succeed, and yeah, how you can get started. I want you to picture the typical workday. You know, the alarm clock blaring, the traffic, the meetings that just drone on and on. Now imagine a totally different morning. You wake up, you roll over, you check your phone, and you see notifications for commissions you earned while you were fast asleep. That's the incredible shift we're diving into today, moving from just trading your hours for dollars to building a real system that generates income for you. You know, this sounds like a total gimmick, right? But it's not just some catchy phrase. It's the absolute core of a business model that lets your work keep working around the clock. Your content, your blog, your videos, it becomes your 24/7 salesperson. But, and this is a big but, to make that happen, you really have to understand the system. So we've got a super clear roadmap for you today. We're going to start with that passive income dream. Then we'll define exactly what affiliate marketing is. We'll walk you through your first steps to get going, cover the strategies that actually work, look at how you get paid, and then wrap up with a really important reality check. So let's start with the absolute basics. What in the world is affiliate marketing? We're going to unpack this whole ecosystem so you can see how all the pieces fit together. And trust me, while the idea is pretty simple, the secret to success is really in the details. At its heart, affiliate marketing is basically just word-of-mouth marketing, but you get paid for it. It's that simple. You find a product you genuinely believe in, you share it with your audience, and if they decide to buy it through your special link, you earn a piece of that sale. It's a kind of advertising that's built on trust and real recommendations, not just shouting at people. Here is the best way I've ever heard it explained. You know, a lot of side hustles are like baking and selling cookies. You have to bake every single cookie to get paid. Well, affiliate marketing, that's more like owning a vending machine. You do all the work up front to pick the spot and stock it with great stuff, and then it can make sales for you day and night with very little hands-on effort. So how does the magic actually happen? Well, it's a really straightforward 4-step process. First, you join a company's affiliate program, and they give you a unique tracking link. It's yours and yours alone. Second, you put that link inside your content. Could be a blog post, a YouTube video, whatever. Third, someone from your audience clicks that link. And finally, when they make a purchase, boom, you earn a commission. Simple as that. This whole thing is built on 3 key players. First, you've got the merchant. That's the brand that makes the cool product. Then you have the affiliate. Hey, that's you, the person who promotes it. And finally, there's the consumer who discovers that product and makes the purchase. When it's done right, it's a total win-win-win. The merchant gets a sale, you get a commission, and the consumer finds something great through a source they actually trust. Okay, so you get the concept. Sounds pretty cool, right? But how do you go from that's a neat idea to actually doing it? This next part is all about laying that solid foundation for your new venture. Getting started really boils down to 3 big things. First, you gotta find your people. That's your niche audience with a specific interest or problem. Second, you need to build your home base, your platform where you'll create all your awesome content. And finally, you have to find the right partners, the products and programs that your community will actually love. Okay, listen up, because this part is so important. Choosing your niche is maybe the biggest decision you'll make, and the more specific you are, the better. Don't just pick food. No way. Think gluten-free baking for busy moms. See the difference? When you focus on solving a very specific problem for a specific group, your recommendations mean so much more. So where are you going to build this audience? Think of it like this. Having your own website is like owning your own house. You have total control. It's a long-term asset. Using social media is a bit like renting an apartment. It's powerful, but you're always playing by someone else's rules, and those rules can change in a heartbeat. The best strategy, use a website as your central hub and use social media to drive traffic there. All right, the foundation is laid. Now for the fun part, the strategy. This is what separates the folks who make a few bucks from the people who build a real, sustainable business. And it all comes down to one thing, connecting with your audience. I cannot stress this enough. If you remember one single thing from this entire explainer, please make it this. Your most valuable asset isn't your cool website or your follower count. It is the trust you have with your audience. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. You break that trust once, and it's almost impossible to get back, so guard it fiercely. So, how do you actually build that trust? Well, there's a great way to think about this. At the lowest level, you're unattached. You're just running ads for something you've never used. The trust level is not great. In the middle, you're related. You know the niche, but maybe you haven't used that exact product. Better. But the gold standard? That's being involved. This is when you've used the product, you absolutely love it, and your recommendation comes from a real, genuine place. That's where the magic happens. You earn that trust by creating content that is genuinely helpful. Think deep dive product reviews, super useful how-to tutorials, or comparison guides that help people make a smart choice. And a huge part of this is being transparent. You have to tell people you might earn a commission. It's not just the law. It's about being honest with the audience you're trying to build a relationship with. All right, you've put in the work, you've built the trust. Now let's talk about the part everyone's been waiting for, the money. How does a click on your special link turn into actual cash in your bank account? I absolutely love this story because it perfectly captures the pure joy of making that very first sale. It's not even about the $65, right? It's the proof. It's the validation that you created something valuable and someone actually acted on it. It's proof that the system works, and man, what an incredible feeling that is. Now, there are a few different ways you can earn. The most common is called pay per sale, where you get a cut of the purchase price. Anywhere from 5 to 50% is pretty typical. Then there's pay per lead, where you get a flat fee if someone just signs up for a free trial or something. And a little less common is pay per click, where you earn a tiny amount just for the click itself. So what's the earning potential here? What's the ceiling? Well, get a load of this number. $4 million. That's what one top affiliate earned from a single program. Now, obviously that is a huge outlier, but it shows you the incredible scale that is possible when you connect a big, engaged audience with the perfect products. This can be a very, very lucrative business. Okay, before you run off and quit your job to start your new empire, we need to have a little talk, a frank conversation about the reality of this business. Because the potential is absolutely real, but so is the work it takes to get there. This is the big one, isn't it? The question on everyone's mind. Is this whole thing just another one of those get-rich-quick schemes? Can you really just slap a few links on a website and watch the money roll in? The answer is a hard no. A big, resounding nope. Affiliate marketing is a real business, not some lottery ticket. It takes a serious upfront investment of your time and your energy to build an audience and to create content that people actually find valuable. Success is built on a foundation of consistency and trust, not on some secret hack or shortcut. So as we finish up here, I want to leave you with this one question. I want you to forget about the products and the commissions for just a second. Instead, think about you. Your skills, your passions, your expertise. What problem could you solve for an audience? Because solving a real problem for real people and earning their trust, that's where this whole amazing journey really begins.